Good morning, everybody. I want to talk to you guys about something personal, which is taking care of yourself. I'll say this. There's only so far you can go in anything you do if you're not healthy. And healthy, the first thing we think about is obviously your body. You know, one of the things that I was taught frequently by my teachers growing up was you cannot have a healthy mind if your body isn't healthy. And you cannot have a healthy emotions if your body isn't healthy. It's very difficult because your body is constantly in a state of defeat, right? When you're not taking care of yourself, when you're not exercising, when you're just eating crap all day, right? When you're drinking, when you're chugging all these sugary drinks, you're not drinking water, you're not eating protein. You know, you're supposed to be eating a gram of protein for a pound of body weight if you're a man, and like 3/4 if you're a woman. And you know, the funny thing about that is that it doesn't take more effort to do these things than it does to be unhealthy. You know, as Jim Rohn says, it's easy to do and easy not to do. It's easy to be healthy and it's easy to be unhealthy. It's easy to be, unfit and just in a very bad state of mind. You know, anyone who's been unhealthy that gotten healthy, you can just tell them, like, ask them, hey, how do you feel like about yourself? How do you feel on a day-to-day? How do you feel about work? How do you feel about life? I'm telling you, man, right now, like, the biggest thing you could do for yourself is take care of your body. When it comes to the longevity of your career, the kind of money you can make. And I know very well that when you're in a growth phase, or at least I used to think, that, you can't take care of your body or whatnot. And, things will fall off the wagon a little bit. I'm not going to be able to spend 3 hours in the gym like I used to when I was 23 years old, right? But I tell you right now, one thing that just by making small adjustments, like walking a mile a day, which takes about 15 minutes, and I just call one of my buddies, right? I'll call one of my guys, the team, and I call somebody that says, hey, talk about shop, somebody that needs help that I usually wouldn't call back because I'm just distracted. But now when I'm walking, I'll just call somebody that I should catch up with and, hey, how's it going? And then I get to do that conversation. And the next thing you know, I've walked like 3-4 miles because the conversation runs deep, right? So, but minimum, I get a mile out of the conversation. And sometimes I get 2, 3, 4 miles out of that conversation. And it's changed my life. It's made me way healthier physically. Eating, same thing. Like, you plan your food the morning of, like, I'm gonna eat this today, and you know what it does? It takes the spontaneity out of eating, which if you're not planning what you eat, you're probably gonna end up eating trash. And if you eat trash, you're gonna feel like trash, you won't have the energy, and then you're not gonna perform, and then everything else follows after that. So again, it's easy to be healthy when it comes to diet and exercise, and it's easy not to be. You just plan this stuff every morning or the day before, and I swear to you, it's not that hard. Like, I'm still getting more. I would actually argue I get way more stuff done now that I'm being intentional with my walking and intentional with my food. I'm way more disciplined, and as a result, I get more crap done. The other thing is sleep. Some of you guys don't sleep, man, and I think that there's some like macho agenda going on that I can go on like 3 hours of sleep. Dude, you don't understand. Like, your body needs to rest. It's not about how macho you are. Your brain needs to shut off so that it can work at peak performance. Now, are there nights that I sleep 4 or 5 hours? Sure, but I'll make that up the next day. And I'm one of those 7 hours guy. Like, if I sleep 7 hours, I'm fine. But if I sleep like 3, I'm probably not going to be fine. So the next day I'll sleep like 8.5. Or if I sleep like 4 hours for 4 days, and the next day I'll sleep like 9. But I don't like having sleep debt, right? It's literally called sleep debt. When you don't sleep for a while, your body goes into like a debt. And what that happens is then again, your body's not recovering fast. Your immune system goes down. Your brain's not working properly. Your body's constantly just in war zone mode, and you're getting these like weird feelings and sensations. I start getting like these hot flashes when I'm really tired. When I'm sleep deprived, my body starts to like give me like almost like a fever. Like it's like goes up in temperature, goes down in temperature, and it's not a good feeling. And I do not perform at peak. I'm in a grouchy mood, and I can't be grouchy because I got to show up for all these people 100% of the time, at 100%. I got to show up for all you guys. I got to show up for my family. I got to show up for all the people that expect me to do my job. So I gotta sleep. It's not a negotiable. So these are the two things, guys. When you're at work, please drink water. Get rid of these freaking Red Bulls if you can. And if you can't, then start with coffee. Get rid of the energy drink. There's so much crap in those things, man. It's like deteriorating your gut bacteria. It is deteriorating your stomach, your esophagus. And just look at the back of that label, dude. If you can't pronounce what it says, you probably shouldn't be eating it and drinking it, right? That's another rule. Buying food that you can pronounce. And the best thing is to eat food that is like directly as close to the source. So like milk and cheese and meat. Meat's huge. Fruits. Just one ingredient. All sorts of nuts. I'll make a joke. I know that, right? Nuts are actually pretty good for you, but not too many nuts, because then you start actually having an adverse reaction to that. But I'm sure you guys are laughing about that, but I'm serious. You got to eat whole food. Stop eating bullshit Taco Bell and even like these Tim Hortons. Like their food's all processed, guys, and you don't feel it when you're 23. But I promise you'd be way better off if you're not eating that junk. And if you just packed a lunch, it's way cheaper to do that. Go shopping once a week, buy everything, do meal planning for, I don't know, for 3 hours, and you're good for the whole week. You probably save 50% of your money, but more importantly, you will be way healthier, which will allow you to perform for longer. Some of you guys may be like, this guy is working, 12, 13-hour days. I've been doing this for 15 years, man. And it's times when I'm not healthy is when I'm wearing out, right? Like today's Sunday, actually. Sunday, and I'm recording this video at 9 a.m. and I'm still ready to go because I just feel good, and I'm very grateful to God for that. But you guys got to take care of yourself if you want to perform at the rate that you want to. If you want to be like the LeBron James of whatever you do. LeBron James spends like $1 million plus on just his body, and here we don't even pay attention to our body. It's the only thing you have. Like if Warren Buffett said, if you were given one car for the rest of your life, how would you treat that car, right? Like if you cannot leave that car, that's going to be your only car, and you're probably going to take care of that car, right? You probably make sure that the car is like in tip-top condition. Well, that's your body. And don't be one of those guys that ruins his body, and then you spend the rest of after your 50s you're spending in hospitals back and forth. Because guys, if you don't believe me, just go to a hospital and see how unhealthy people are. And many of these people are very young. They're in their 40s and 50s, and they have type 2 diabetes and obese, and I mean, it's just not good. And in this country, we have the abundance of food, but it's not nutrients. Most of the food is not edible. 90% of the grocery store is garbage. And again, I'm not a dietitian. I'm just telling you what I know, what I've learned. And then again, just spend like 30 minutes. You can't even give your body 30 minutes a day. I mean, come on, like that body of yours is everything, right? Like if you were to lose an arm today, you would not want to be you wouldn't be in the same mental condition for the rest of your life, right? So it's the same thing. If you get diabetes or you get obesity, it messes you up, but it happens slowly. It's like the slow poison that seeps in. And the old saying that says, a healthy person has 1,000 wishes, an unhealthy person only has one. Right? I mean, literally, you can't enjoy anything if you're unhealthy. I don't care how much money you have, how many people love you. If you're in pain, if you're in physical pain, and your body hurts, and you just can't get out of bed, and you got to go to the hospital every 30 days, and you got to go get dialysis because you messed up your kidneys eating, drinking garbage, or your lungs are jacked up, or your liver is jacked up because you drank too much alcohol, which is another thing, man. I mean, you guys know I don't drink, and I'm an open proponent for if you drink, you're an absolute idiot, right? That's a whole video for another day. I mean, alcohol is, if a foreign country came and gave our country alcohol, we would probably attack them. That's how dangerous that thing is, right? 50% of accidents, domestic violence, 50% of rape cases. I mean, addiction, and coming from a family where addiction of alcohol is huge in my family, I'm telling you, man, there's nothing good about alcohol. And those guys that say, well, Zane, a glass of wine a week is really good for you. Yeah, so is eating some freaking grapes, right? Like, it's just like, you're trying to fool, man. Like, there's nothing good about alcohol other than it makes a lot of money for a few people, right? And it's just one of those things where if you're a sheep, then you just keep doing it because the people around you are doing it. And you guys know how I feel about sheepy people. So you don't want to end up like everyone else. And I've said it on other videos. Just do everything opposite of whatever the most common American person does, right? Like the average person is in pain, broke, unhealthy, divorced, single family, single parent. That's average, man. You do not want anything. Like, do everything opposite. If people are drinking, run away from that. People are eating garbage, run away from that. Do everything opposite. I promise you, it's your best chance of getting ahead. So that's my rant on being healthy. I hope that helps. And have a great day. And see if you can make an effort as a team today to get healthier so that we can play this game for a lot longer and dominate. Thank you, guys.